Every artificial intelligence explained in 5 minutes. Right now, AI is writing songs, diagnosing cancer, and driving cars. But what actually is artificial intelligence? It's not one single thing. It's a spectrum of systems built for different levels of intelligence. Let's break it all down, from the simplest to the most advanced, explained in 5 minutes. The AI we use most today is called narrow AI. It's specialized, trained to do one specific task extremely well, like recognizing faces, translating text, or recommending videos. Think of it as a professional pianist, perfect at one instrument, but useless at everything else. Narrow AI doesn't truly understand anything. It just follows patterns learned from massive amounts of data. Your smartphone assistant, Netflix's algorithm, and Tesla's autopilot all live here. Almost everything you call AI today is still narrow AI. The next stage is general AI, a system that could learn anything a human can. It wouldn't just follow instructions, it would reason, understand, and adapt to new situations. Imagine a machine that can write music, solve equations, and hold a real conversation, all without retraining. That's artificial general intelligence, or AGI. It doesn't exist yet, but researchers worldwide are racing to build it. The dream is a machine that can transfer knowledge between skills the way humans do naturally. Beyond that lies super AI, intelligence that surpasses our own. A system that could design new medicines in seconds, build perfect energy systems, or predict global events before they happen. It sounds futuristic, and it is. Super AI is still theoretical, but it's why scientists debate ethics and safety. Because once something becomes smarter than us, how do we make sure it still listens? Now, how do these AIs actually learn? Machine learning is the engine behind modern AI. Instead of being programmed step by step, it finds patterns in data and builds its own rules. Show it thousands of cat pictures, and it figures out what a cat looks like on its own. The more data it sees, the smarter it becomes. Machine learning powers spam filters, fraud detection, and voice assistants around you every day. Deep learning takes that even further. It's inspired by the human brain, using layers of artificial neurons called neural networks. Each layer processes information, passes it to the next, and slowly builds understanding. Think of it like peeling an onion. Each layer goes deeper, revealing more meaning. That's how AI recognizes faces, describes images, and even creates art. Deep learning is what powers language models, image generators, and tools like ChatGPT. Inside those systems are neural networks, webs of connected nodes acting like digital brain cells. Each one takes an input, makes a tiny calculation, and passes it forward. When thousands of these layers work together, they can detect cancer, recognize speech, or predict market trends. The deeper the network, the more complex the problem it can handle. Generative AI is the newest frontier. Unlike traditional AI that only analyzes data, this one creates. It can write, draw, compose, and code. ChatGPT, Midjourney, and DALL-E are all generative AIs. They don't just copy. They learn the patterns of human creativity and rebuild them in new ways. From designing buildings to composing music, generative AI is changing how we create and work. Reinforcement learning is how some AIs teach themselves through experience. They learn by trial and error, act, get feedback, improve. It's like training a dog with treats, but the dog is a computer. This is the approach DeepMind's AlphaGo used to defeat world champions at the game of Go. Reinforcement learning is now used in robotics, autonomous driving, and even resource management. Before all of this came symbolic AI, early systems that followed simple logic. They didn't learn from data. They followed rules like if X is true, do Y. It worked well for structured tasks, but failed with messy real-world problems. Today's AI blends that logic with deep learning, combining reasoning with intuition. The future belongs to hybrid AI, systems that reason like symbolic AI, learn like deep learning, and create like generative AI. They'll understand not just data, but context, the why behind every pattern. Imagine a digital scientist discovering cures, or a teacher that adapts to each student. That's where AI is heading. Faster, smarter, and deeply woven into everyday life. So from simple rule-based systems to self-learning neural networks, that's every form of artificial intelligence, explained in 5 minutes. AI isn't one big brain. It's a collection of ideas making machines a little more human. Which type of AI do you think will define our future? Tell me in the comments and subscribe for more Tech Explained Simply.